Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. It's the artist known as Andrew speaking. It's Saturday night, and we are live. Just making sure the audio is coming through, and it is. And my good friend Roger is joining us. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you. And you?
I made a point last night on the live stream that from now on, we are starting on time and we are ending on time. And I had to make sure this stream started at 8 o'clock.
There you go.
Even though I sent out the invites like 30 seconds ago. I had to make sure we started on time simply because I cannot brag or boast about doing it on time and then the very next day not.
Yep.
So thank you so much for joining. How the heck are you?
Better than most, not as good as some.
All right. Today I was busy at my store from the moment I opened the door to the moment I closed and locked it. It was just a crazy busy day, and I always have a simple goal. It's to make the rent over 4 weeks. I made the rent plus some just today alone, and I was like,
good.
Freaking A, I'm thrilled.
Hey, there we go.
Come on,
hey, Mrs. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Exactly. Yes.
Darn.
She's so much better at this.
I did that on the. I just did that on the YouTube feed.
Oh, really?
Just hit the like button.
Well, fantastic. Oh, I know Glenn's probably not going to be able to join tonight because he's singing.
Yep.
He's singing for his supper. He's singing his heart out. He's doing his thing. So.
Yep.
He has sent me so many audio recordings recently that are just freaking awesome. I truly appreciate it because there are days when I'm either not at home and I can't take as many calls, or I get crappy recordings.
Oh yeah. And
I get home and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to get a video made. I just pull up one of Glenn's recordings and boom, it's done. It's a wonderful thing to be able to fall back on. I had somebody commented on one of my videos and it said, "I need your help." And I said, okay. And I responded. I said, then please join us a Saturday night for the live stream. Oh, speak of the devil. And he appears. How are you, Glenn?
Is in Ogden, Utah.
Wow.
Ogden.
Hello, Glenn.
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Are you singing for your supper? Singing your heart out? Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
so proud of that shirt. How you doing, Glenn? You just got out your tuxedo. You know, you could have classed up the place a little bit and appeared on camera with a tuxedo on.
I was getting tired of wearing it, and I was down there watching the quartet finals. And the chairs are not that comfortable, and I didn't feel like sitting there for another 3 hours.
Oh, geez. Did you have a good time, though?
Oh, yeah. Great time.
Yeah. Did you sing your heart out?
Oh, yeah, we did. We got a score of 72.
Okay.
Not in the finals then, huh?
No, but we did respectable.
Okay.
That's good.
So, for some reason, I've seen images. You've sent me pictures of your group, and I always think of Pitch Perfect when I think about it. Do you guys do a cappella, or do you have music playing and whatnot?
It's all a cappella.
Do you guys get up and dance at all and shake your booty and all, or is it just singing?
We have a few little moves we put in the songs, but
okay.
The main key is B flat.
Me.
Excellent. So you had a good time. When do you get back home?
We're leaving tomorrow morning right after breakfast, so
okay,
a 7.5 hour, 8 hour drive.
Yeah.
Now, do you drive yourself, or do you go like in a bus with everybody else?
We went in a carpool, 4 guys.
Oh, okay. Now, this is an important question. Do you guys sing while you're driving home?
Well, we didn't on the way up here.
Oh, okay.
We had 2 basses, a baritone, and me as a lead, but had no tenor.
Oh, well, you probably still could have sung a couple of something good.
Oh, we might on the way home.
Todd and I used to on drives to conventions, we used to play different games, and every now and then we'd get to singing songs. And one of our biggest argument that we ever got in was the lyrics to Dukes of Hazzard. And because we were driving through some Florida backwoods road with, there's literally farms everywhere, and we disagreed on the lyric in the song. And I said, this is how it is. And he says, no, that's not it. This is, and we just got to arguing. And then eventually I said, damn it, why don't we just pull over and ask somebody?
Got them good old boys.
We literally laughed about that from Orlando to Tampa. We very much entertained ourselves. So when you get back home, do you have any PCH scammers on the hook?
Not really. I think most of them dropped off. Yesterday, I had my phone on mute.
Yeah.
And shut off the ringer. I got 37 calls. And absolutely none today.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a few calls on my phone, but I was so busy. I just answered the phone and then just walked away from it. So I have no idea what people were calling about. I have no idea. But yeah, we'll see. But actually, while my mother-in-law has been gone, there were several days where I told the wife, I said, I'm just going to go close my eyes for an hour and take a nap. And she said, you going to turn your phone off? And normally I don't. Normally I keep the phone right next to me. That way, if a call comes in, I answer it. And I actually turned off the phone. It turned off the ringer several times. And it was very weird to actually lay down for an hour. It's a very weird sensation for me.
Good for you.
Well, my normal schedule, usually I tell my wife the goal is to be in bed by 3 a.m. And for the last couple nights, I've been able to do it. I was in bed by 2 last night, so I achieved that goal. But I really do need to get more sleep.
So I shouldn't call you after 1 a.m. then, right?
Well, you can, but what you sharing with us, Roger?
There you go. So just you can have them then.
Theme for the... Nope, I'm not even going to look at them because I'm right. I'm right. Even if I'm wrong, I to this day say I'm right.
Waylon Jennings.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the line was, been getting in trouble with the law since the day Daisy was born. And he argues, no, it's been getting in trouble with the law since the day they were born. And no, I'm pretty sure Daisy's name was in there. So,
well, you can
nope,
put whatever lyric you want in there. It doesn't matter.
I'll tell you a funny one we had yesterday. They were doing
Todd was right.
The quartet contest, and after the quartet contest, they were totaling up with the scores.
Yeah.
And one of the guys got up on stage, one of the presenters, and he decided, let's do some insurance jingles in the barbershop harmony style.
Okay.
So they did American Furniture or American Family Insurance. And they did a bunch of them. I mean, he used to teach us all the parts. We were singing them. I mean, it was just hilarious.
Amicable.
Fantastic. Yeah.
American Amicable.
Todd and I have argued over the lyrics of Dukes of Hazzard for many, many years, and I stand by the fact that I was right. Even if I'm wrong, I stand by the fact I was right.
What lyrics are you mishearing, Andrew?
It's the part of the song where it goes, they've been getting in trouble with the law since the day Daisy was born. And he says they've been getting in trouble with the law since the day they were born. To me,
yes,
I know, but I don't care. I'm still right. So,
but you're wrong.
I know, but I'm right.
Oh boy.
Yes, I know.
We still love you, Drew.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I swear that's going to be on my tombstone. Andrew was right, even when he was wrong. All right, let's check in. So
I thought that was usually wives.
Well, I think she's going to let me get away with it. So, but so I was saying that somebody commented on my channel on one of my videos. They needed our help. And I said, join the live stream and tell us, and we'll see what we can do to help you. So I'm really curious to see if the person will actually chime in on the live stream. So
that'd be good.
So
in the meantime,
But you're not really the scam beater that can actually help people though. Like some of the
I know how to waste their time and have a good time.
Yeah, but some of the white hat hackers are the ones that help people.
Yeah, but the normal, regular people out there aren't going to be able to do that. They're not going to be able to hack CCTV.
No, but it's the white hat hackers. They help people who get scammed.
Well, last night I had a question about they wanted a PCH scammer to call them. How do I get? I said, well, listen to my channel. I give out the numbers sometimes. You call it. Oh, I don't want to call from my own phone. Well, the tip I gave him was start a Google Voice phone.
Yeah,
get the app on your phone, call from there, and they can call you back on it, but it's not you because it has no connection to you.
Right.
So I mean, maybe that's what they're looking for. You know, we can help them with a few things.
Why would somebody want a PCH scammer to call them?
So they can have fun like we do.
Oh, okay, but they're evil. They're ugly.
Well, then I put the X on them. Then they can do it.
And all they're going to do is sell your number to somebody else, and it'll be a nonstop rolling of scam calls. So
please, thank you.
3 hours.
Yeah,
well, I noticed Thursday before I left on Friday morning. I mean, I'm sitting there on the couch watching TV, and all of a sudden, right at 9 o'clock, I get like 6 phone calls in a row. They bang, 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 and they're all final expense insurance.
Oh yeah,
and quiet for like 2 hours. Makes me wonder if they're selling the list of phone numbers to other call centers, and they're just going down the list in the same order.
Yeah, probably.
I get there are times in the morning. Well, I'll get one right after another. Just what, and then all of a sudden it'll stop for a long time, and then they'll pick back up again. But yeah, that's. They're all using the same list. And our numbers,
there's a really good chance of that.
And our numbers are right on the top of them.
Well, that's on my video today I'm dropping. They were just right there. I hang up from one, try to close out the video, and then I got another one right there, closed out that one, another one right there. They do that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Please do it. Please.
All right, so I mentioned the guy asking us for help as a way of saying, let's roll into who's here and see who's here. So, yeah, there's Glenn. Longs Peak chorus lead.
Absolutely.
Very good. So do you get your name above everybody else's?
No.
It's not Glenn and the rest of the group?
No, everybody gets a badge.
No, okay. I was just gonna say it's Glenn and the choir, All right, let's see who's here. B Bernie B's chiming in. First one in. Hi all, welcome. Christina's here. Christina says hello all. She says we are early. Well, I started on time, so I did get the stream going. But as Avery would say, I had to run to the little boys' room before we got started. So. Or he would say, Andrew took a poop. It happens.
You're pooping?
Pooping. That's right. Tim says, good evening all from Henderson, Kentucky. Welcome. Let's see. Christina says, Drew must have added numbers. Must have added numbers? I must have added numbers to what? I'm not sure.
You got new subscribers?
Okay. Well, yeah, all the time, but oh, well. JJ's here, says, hey, Drew, Glenn, Mr. and Mrs. SWS. Hello, all. Welcome, welcome. Hitomi's here. Hey, man. He says, good morning for Japan, Drew, and everybody else. Thank you so much. Christina says, hey to Hitomi. Jonathan says, hi, all from Los Angeles. Welcome, Jonathan.
In the house, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Manuel, of course, is here. Says, hello, everybody. Happy Saturday night. Christina says, hello, how are you feeling to Manuel? Manuel says, hey there, my friend Drew. Welcome, welcome. Hitomi says, hi to Christina. Ithaca Costanza's in the house, says, hurricane just missed you in Jacksonville. Was there one? I don't even pay attention. If it's not like on a direct course for us, we normally don't pay attention. I mean, unless it's on the news and they're talking about like it's like a day out, there's always something out there. We ignore it. So if there was something that came close and we missed it, nope, wasn't even aware of it.
Saw the person from Japan reminded me of a news story. I just saw some sad stuff in Japan.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, it's some people destroying, vandalizing Buddhist and Shinto shrines.
Really?
Which which I think is terribly disrespectful to go to someone else's country and do that to it.
Was it outsiders going into the country and
yes.
doing it? Really? Okay.
I'll discuss it more off stream.
Okay.
With you, it's the usual suspects of that kind of stuff.
Yep. Manuel says he's feeling better. Very good. Gloria's in the house. Hey, Gloria. She says Milton Bradley in the house. That's right. Jim B's here, says evening, folks. Welcome, sir. Tommy says hello again to Roger.
Hello.
Manuel says it's a Costanza. That's right. And Jonathan sent me money for cat treats. Thank you, Jonathan. The mother-in-law comes home in like 3 days. I'm gonna have cat treats ready to go for her because you know they're gonna swarm her like locusts. That's right. Gloria says hi to Drew. Hello. Jim says hey to Drew and SWS. Manuel says hey Jim. Good Saturday night. Jana's here and says hello all. I hope everyone is doing well. Fantastic. Thank you. Jonathan says hi to Manuel. Hitomi says hey to JR. Or Jim. Sorry, Jim R. Dan's here. Says I am
welcome.
Here. I thank you so much for all the great videos. No problem. We do our best. Let's see who else is in the house. I'm going to jump over a few. Everybody says hi. Let's see. Manuel says, my friend Drew, I got a new washing machine this Thursday afternoon. My great nephew will bring it home. Fantastic. You got to love new stuff for the house, you know? Let's see what else. Christina says, do you think Glenn could send a recording of his singing so we can hear his wonderful voice? He did provide for the Scammer Christmas Carol, but he did it as Betsy. He didn't do it as Glenn. So maybe this year I can convince Glenn to do something in his own voice.
Well, uncopyrighted Christmas music, he should be able to.
Well, he created his own Christmas song. It was the Scammer Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
But he did it as Betty. So, it's a picture from his hotel.
There you go.
Bunch of buildings. Okay.
It's Washington Boulevard in Ogden, Utah.
Okay.
There's the Weber Center right over there.
That's where you guys performed?
No, we actually performed in the hotel here. They have ballrooms and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that a gorgeous view?
It's a gorgeous what? Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous view of the mountains there.
Yeah, I don't ever see those around here. We don't have mountains in Florida.
Nope.
No such thing in Florida.
Nope.
We don't have basements either.
Yep. Darlene says, hey to everyone. Hello, Darlene. Welcome to the show. Jump around a little bit, see who else is in the house. Smidgen's in the house. Says, hi, all. I'm just looking for a bit, taking my mind off other things. Well, hopefully we can help you do that. You know, we like to just sit around and chat and talk, and you never know what's going to pop up. Brian says, hey, folks, looking forward to every Saturday night for your live stream. Please keep up the good work. We're baby boomers, and we can deal with the scumbags. Sad part is our elders can't. May they all rot in hell. Well, that's what we wish for a lot of them. I get a lot of comments from time to time where people are the whole, they're just doing their job. You know, they're forced to do this. They have no other choice. No, it takes a real soulless person to lie to and try to steal from elderly people. It's just that simple. I mean, even if your goal is to transfer the person to a reputable dealer or not dealer, agent, you're still misrepresenting yourself.
Yeah.
I had a guy on the other day. He called me up and he's like, I'm from Allstate. And I'm like, no, you're not. You don't work for Allstate because Allstate wouldn't be calling people on the national do not call list. He says, well, I can transfer you to an agent. And I'm like, why don't you get a better job? You know, this job sucks. You have to lie to people. I mean, I understand marketing firms having hiring call centers to do outreach and all, but that's already despicable as it is. You're still lying about who you are and where you're calling from and what you're calling about. You know,
you can always tell when they get a new fresher on the line. They answer the phone. They ask you the basic questions. How old are you? Right between the ages of 40 and 80, blah, blah, blah. Let me transfer you to my senior. And I said, oh, you're hiring the elderly? That's a nice thing to do.
Yep.
But I sent you a recording last week. It must have been a brand new fresher, and it's probably your first day in the job. I mean, it was just hilarious.
Roger, let me ask you this question. Have you ever gotten a call from somebody who claims to be calling for the missus? And when you ask them, may I ask who's calling? They tell you their name. And I said, and you say, what are you calling about? And they're like, well, this is a personal matter. And I'm like, I don't care who the F you are. If you're calling my phone and you want to speak to my wife, and this one lady, I didn't even say I'm her husband. I didn't care.
Right.
I asked her, what is this about? Well, this is a personal matter. I can only discuss it with her. I says, oh, you got to give me more than that. My wife was sleeping at the time. I'm not going to wake her up if I don't know what the call is about.
Right.
And this lady was nasty to me, and I was just as nasty back to her. And I told my wife, I said, it might have been a legitimate call. It might have been about something legitimate, but I wasn't going to deal with it. And I cursed the lady out. She said, hold on a second. Let me let you talk to my supervisor. And then she put me on hold hell. And I gave up and just hung up after a few minutes. Like, I'm not going to waste time. But
very similar.
It's just very frustrating. I used to get those calls from my daughter. When she was younger, she had a loan that she had gone past on it, and they would call my phone because it was the only one that they had associated with her. And I asked, what are you calling about? And this is a personal business matter. And I says, okay, well, if you don't tell me what you're calling about, I can't help you, and I'm not going to help you.
Right.
You know, you got to give me something. You got to tell me something. Even the name of your company would be helpful. And they're, nope, we can only discuss that with her. I said, well, then you can call back again and talk to me again, because you're going to keep getting me. And it's just very frustrating.
I got the call looking for her.
Yeah.
And I said, well, may I tell her who's calling? Says her name.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, what company are you from? Click. Okay. No, I don't have to tell her any messages.
By the way, he forgot to tell you somebody called for you.
Completely. Well, you have to wait till tomorrow or Monday.
He's in trouble. I've done that myself. I've gotten a call for the wife or gotten a letter that was intended for the wife and just forgot to tell her about it. So.
Well, if the phone wasn't forwarded to my phone, she would have got the voice message.
That is true. But nothing you can't handle on Monday. You can take care of it on Monday, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
So, and my wife does have one outstanding medical bill in her name. And if that was what the lady was calling about, I would gladly have been able to help her and give her information.
No such person here.
They were just so, the lady was just so nasty. And I couldn't help myself. I think I had just gotten frustrated with the scammers that day and just blew up at them.
They call, I know, looking for my daughter. Now, she hasn't lived in a home that we lived in. She's never been in Nevada.
Right.
And because the landline is related to the landline in California, and when they looked it up, you look it up on the Google, it'll list all the people associated with that phone number.
Right.
So she's still on there after all these years, 18 years. And she has not lived. Well, she didn't live with us before we left, but 18 years. And so they called for her, and I said, no such person lives here. I've never lived at this phone number. This phone number has never been associated with her ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They're just looking through fishing. That's all.
Well, I used to work. Oh, go ahead, Glenn.
This last week, from a character I haven't used in quite a while, it's Morris Lester.
Yeah.
You can call me Mo.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I used to work for when AT&T had their own credit card. It eventually got bought by Citibank. but I worked for them when they had a credit card division, and my first job was in collections, and 99% of my job was early stage collections, where you'd call the person, hey, your bill's past due. Oh, sorry, here, I'll make the payment right now. No big deal. But we did get to do skip tracing, where we were trying to find people who you no longer had a valid number for them and they had a bill. And because we had access to AT&T's records, we could look at their phone history for their previous whatever phone number they had in their name, and we would find numbers that they'd call frequently, a relative of some type, and we would call those numbers and say, hey, we're trying to reach this person. And it was never a glamorous job. I hated that part of skip tracing, but that's one of the things we did. We hunted down numbers that they had called in the past. So yeah, I've been on the other end of that before,
Yeah.
But then again, as a credit card company, if somebody didn't pay their bill, they're only hurting themselves. Trust me, you're not hurting the credit card company. Trust me, they make so much money every single second that it doesn't. Yeah. Your $1,200 bill and your $15 late fee or whatever means very little to them. So, but
Linda was the one that was looking to have a Jamaican jerk call her.
Oh, okay.
And she responded to why.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go through the notes and see what else is here.
Pretty funny.
Let's see. Izzy Costanza says the last place these overseas scammers want to visit is Sundown Town, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Exactly right.
We got somebody else chimed in here and said hello.
Read the name.
Welcome. I have no idea what the name is. It's Mr. Singh, most likely. Star Chaser's here. Hey, Star Chaser says I broke the law and the law won.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jonathan sent me $2 for doggy treats. Thank you, Jonathan. I don't know if you saw him earlier. He was on the floor in the background. He's on his pillow right now. Actually, believe it or not, I have two of them in here with me right now. The Regal cat, the older girl cat, is laying on top of my comic boxes right next to me, where she is very nice and quiet and cute and adorable and doesn't bother me when I'm doing my live stream. So she is allowed.
Good job.
Tarkors here. It says hello to everybody. Welcome. Okay, hold on a second. Christina says, I have a question for Roger since he is a Trekkie. All right, we got to go find the question. Yeah, well. Oh, here's Linda's comment. She says, yeah, that's why I wanted to call PCH, because I wanted to have fun with them and mess with them and make them think I was going to the bank to get my money out.
Good for you.
Well, good. Go for it. If it works, it works. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gloria says, Drew, calling them out on the way he does, they don't stop calling. Keep up the good job. Yep. I always found it funny.
Whoop.
Some water?
Just went down the wrong way. Hold on.
Dr. Pepper.
You're supposed to drink it, not breathe it, Andrew. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Ooh, right. Got something stuck in me. I always found it funny how often companies, everybody claims to be from senior benefits. I know not a single one of them is from a senior benefits. But I always thought it funny how often they call, how often we screw with them, and how often they call you back and do it again.
Yep.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. These people are genuinely insane.
I get the same calls from the same guy. I mean, the same exact name he gives you. I mean, 2 or 3 calls a day and, 5 or 6 or 7 calls a week from the exact same guy with the exact same name.
It's insane. I love it when they call and they realize exactly they've talked to me before and how they react. Some of them will go, and then they'll just hang up. I've had people that just start cursing at me before they hung up.
I know that was you.
Oh, well.
I've been using, when they say, hello, this is... what do they usually use? Parker, Ben Parker, or whatever they use. when they ask me my name, I say, "Oh, my name is Ben," and last name I'm going to use it every time. Smythe, Smythe. So whatever their first name is going to be my first name every time.
Okay.
Sometimes, oh, you have the same name. I say, oh, what do you know?
I had one, actually, I think it was one of the recordings I released today, where the guy said his name was Andrew something. And at one point I'm like, Andrew, are you still there? Hello? It was a little surreal for me. That's all. Oh, well, we got to have fun with them while we can.
When they say their name is Roger, I say, Royer?
Star Chaser says a man phoned to find out whether he could get RV insurance if the nearby volcano erupted. They assumed he would be covered. Oh, jeez Louise.
That's really good.
Jonathan says, I found out my cat knows the word treat. Really?
Don't say it out loud.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Vicky and Benji fighting scams is here. Scammers is here. Hey, Vicky, how you doing?
Vicky, this is another reminder for her channel. If you're listening to her stuff, do not be eating or drinking because you will spit your drink out or may end up going through your nose because there are certain things that she does that just crack me up. Keep up the great work.
Absolutely. Manuel says, I go to the festival with my best friend I enjoyed yesterday at family night at church. Oh, very nice. Cool. Very nice. Darlene says, got 2 calls yesterday, no messages. They are giving up calling us. Well, no, what it is, if you guys don't realize this, Medicare open enrollment starts October 15th.
Yep.
So they're going to start piling on the calls as soon as because I've gotten a couple that have called me, says, hi, we're calling about open enrollment. I says, really, when does open enrollment start? And they go, October 15th. And I said, well, why are you calling me the end of September?
Yeah, call me back.
Yeah. They trust me, they're gearing up because starting October 15th, it's going to be nonstop for anybody who normally gets the Medicare scam calls.
And they usually forget to change the date. We're calling about open enrollment for 2025.
Yep. They're still saying 2025. So dumb. So damn dumb. Somebody comments, they say, why are you're giving away, you're telling them how to be better at scamming. I said, yeah, but none of them learn. Nobody's fixing that audio recording. It has, I really want to see how long 2025 is going to go on. I can almost guarantee you we are going to get calls about 2025 benefits all the way through the middle of December.
Yep.
I guarantee it's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll get you your 2025 more benefits.
More benefits. That's right. Let's see who else is in the house. Everybody's saying hi to Vicky and Benji. Catherine's here. She says, I'm late, but I'm here. Well, welcome, Catherine. That was at 8:15, so that was only 20 minutes ago. It's all right. Well, that means she's been here for a while. Well, welcome.
Not bad.
Let's see who else is here. The one with the Chinese name says, oh, the Chinese do that all the time here. Not sure what he's referring to, but okay. Let's see what else.
Video just dropped.
Oh, he was talking about the Chinese vandalization. He was saying the Chinese do that all the time. He says, there's Vietnamese graffiti all over the bus stop near my home. Oh, goodness. Okay.
What is that?
Well, vandalizing of public property is not unique to any one part of the world. They do it all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luann's here. Hey, Luann says, hi, Drew and Betsy. Well, Betsy's not even here. It's Regal that's actually down there, but we'll see if she wants to go. She's sleeping away.
Like
she's
not
jumping up.
Theaters.
Yep. Well, that's where her name came from.
Oh, you found her at the theater?
No, my son works at a Regal theater, and there was one of the major highways, Phillips Highway, runs past it, and she was a baby kitten trying to cross Phillips Highway.
Whoa.
And one of my son's coworkers snatched her up and brought her to the workplace, and my son volunteered to take her home and brought her to us, and we nursed her, and she became ours, and our name was Regal.
I used to used to get free tickets for Regal. A friend of mine was the exclusive maintenance and cleaning crew for Regal
nice.
Theater, Southern Nevada, parts of Arizona, and everything was great. And something happened in 2020. He lost about $250,000.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
COVID, right?
theaters. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
now he moved up to Washington. He exclusively does he has his construction company. That's it. That division is gone.
Yeah. Well, my son is very dedicated to his job to the point where he was telling me how during the last showing of the night last week, one of the fire alarms went off. And of course, when the fire alarm goes off, the fire trucks have to come out and check it
Yep.
out. But apparently there was a problem with one of the switches and the alarm kept going off.
Oh,
And he stayed the night at the theater, just camped out in the break room just in case if it went off again and the police and the fire truck showed up,
yeah.
because they actually came out that second time after it went off again. But they know what's wrong. They know that there's something wrong, but they have to respond.
Right, because you don't
So-
know if it's a real
Yeah.
fire. Then
So he stayed at the play after everything was closed down. He stayed just in case it happened again.
was he able to make coffee at least?
I'm sure he's a guy. He's a single guy. He can live off of water and
Oh, okay.
stale popcorn. He's fine. Yeah.
Ramen noodles.
I asked him. I said, "What time did the morning staff come in?" He says, "About 7:30 is when they started to show up for the 9 o'clock shows, and that's when he left." I
Well,
said,
it's not too bad. Yeah, 16 hours.
That was back in the day when you're young and you can do crap like that.
16-hour days, no issue.
Luckily for me, with my old job, the worst thing I had to do was go into the office like at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night because something got reset or a computer failed and a job didn't run or something. And there was literally one time that I got there and I parked in front of the building, connected to the Wi-Fi, and did everything I needed to from my laptop. I didn't even go into the building. It's like whatever. But that's back when I lived close enough to the office I could do that. But yeah, sometimes you do what you got to do. Keep the business running. And my son, he's pretty dedicated. We were talking the other day because he's looking at the next major purchase in his life is to purchase his first home. And he's 31 years old, and he's got money in the bank. He's got savings. He's got a job. And I told him, I said, having a job is like one of the key factors in being able to get a mortgage. And I was like, how long have you had this job? And we were doing the numbers, and he's been there for over 9 years, almost 9 years. So, I mean, I'm like, go for it, kid. If you got money in the bank and you got a steady job, and go for it. Get a house. My wife and I, we bought our first house. When did we buy it? We weren't 25 yet, so we were still young. And honestly, that's not a good time to buy a house, to have that kind of long-term commitment when you're young and dumb. So, yeah, and that was our first bankruptcy. young and dumb. Oh well. All right, get back to the chat. Let's see who else is here. Darlene said, had to buy more expensive food for my cat. The usual food wasn't agreeing with her.
Uh-oh.
We're still not at that stage yet. They still handle the complete, the one that pretty much is for standard cats. So yeah, but when you have
Special
to get
kitty from Walmart.
Yeah, well, if you get the older cats that need that specialized food, that's a lot of money there in some cases,
Fancy Feast. That's what they get.
Fancy Feast?
Yeah, that's it. It's cheap at Sam's Club.
And we do have one very senior cat.
Yeah.
Who eats it and
He's fine.
And he's fine.
Okay.
16 pounds. What do you want?
That's 2 cats right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cat's 17 pounds, and he doesn't look fat. He's just a big cat.
No, this cat looks fat.
I think the biggest cat we have is 12 pounds, I think. So not too bad, but oh well. It's a Costanza says, Glenn singing for the Mormons in Utah. Well,
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
yeah, yeah. Catherine says, I had a scammer ask me if he could come live with me and be my driver.
Ooh.
That's
I
kind of
saw
creepy.
That video. That was funny.
That's kind of creepy.
That's a funny one. You gotta go over and watch it.
Hold on a second. Christina says, excuse me, Drew. We have mountains in Florida. They are called Mount Trashmore. I'm not sure what Mount Trashmore is.
Sounds like a landfill.
It probably is. It probably is. But I don't.
We call those hills.
We don't have very few natural mountains.
Mounds.
Yeah, yeah. Vicky and Benji says to Darlene, hope your kitties feel better with the new food. JJ says, Drew, if it wasn't for Mr. and Mrs. SWS, I would never have found your channel. I'm glad I did. I love your stiff and live streams. I think he meant stuff, maybe.
Unless you're showing something you shouldn't be on your channel.
That's my OnlyFans account, dude.
Yeah.
That's where that's where all that's at.
There you go.
That's the premium pay, man.
That's it.
That's what he tells them he's doing on the weekend.
Members only.
Yeah. Tim says, I have been to Mount Trashmore many times as I drove down the turnpike to Palm Beach County. Okay.
Well, that's way south from you.
Not familiar with it, yeah. Darlene says she likes the new food, had to go to the new pet store. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Let's see who else is in here. Vicky and Benji say scammers are so arrogant. They are. I find 9 out of 10 are more dumb than anything else.
Except for the scammers from Jamaica. They're arrogant as hell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Glenn was saying on one of the videos, he really likes it when they say, now listen to me. Or they try to be assertive.
Yes.
It's kind of funny. So let's see what else we got here. I'm just scrolling through, seeing if anybody else came in. Amy says, every scammer must be named Mark Wilson. We get a lot of Mark Wilsons.
There's a quarterback for the Raiders for a long time.
I get a lot of Mikes lately too. It's like everybody was either a Mike or a Michael, Gloria says, Glenn, I think I know who it is. I called Mr. Bossy Robot. All of you, including Vicky, got this call. I have a compilation of audio clips from him. I follow Vicky too. Very good. Very good.
Same guys.
Yeah. A lot of them are the same, Vicky says, open enrollment means we will get calls every minute instead of every 5 minutes.
Exactly.
That is true.
Well, at least we can stop getting final expense.
Oh, no, those won't
for a while.
Nope, those are evergreen. They come in all the time. There's no.
They tag team each other.
Yep, there's no such thing. Well, I mean, how many times have you spoken to a scammer where you can hear them doing a different scam in the background? Like you'll be on a final expense and you hear them doing Medicare in the background. They just
cover all of your appliances. I hear that in the background.
Yep.
Whatever.
I love it when it's all about your final or your appliance warranties. And when they transfer you to the agent, they're trying to give you sell car insurance. So they've forgotten to change their AI robot.
Tattle's here. Tattle says, I got an AI call from Medicare. When I spoke to Live Cameron, he said it was for the medical alert. He then corrected himself and changed it, what he was doing double duty. I asked him about getting his scam straight. They don't like it when you call them out on scams. They don't like it when you question their English. They don't like it when you tell them, I need to speak to somebody smarter than you because you're too dumb. They don't like that. I love it. I love when I ask them a question and they ignore the question and go on. I'll say, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I didn't realize you didn't understand English.
Yeah.
Obviously, you didn't understand it because I asked you a direct question and you ignored me, which means you didn't know what I was saying.
Or you tell them, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you while you're reading your script. Could you start over?
They don't like it when you say that they're reading off of a script. They don't like that either. There's a few things that just really irksome. And it's wonderful. Spencer's here. Hey, Spencer. He says, hi.
Hey.
Spencer here. Welcome,
Hello,
my
Spencer
friend.
here.
Welcome. Magic Unlimited 2 says, hi, Jonathan Prince. How are you? Well, I guess he's talking to Jonathan, but I'm here too. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. He says, yeah, it was for Drew. I went into Found Screwing with Scammers channel. Well, see, it works
Yep.
both ways.
Yep.
That's right. And as soon as Glenn launches his channel, we will promote
We'll get some
the hell out of
support.
it.
Exactly.
That's right. He and I have talked about it. It's a lot of work to maintain a channel. And I tell people that I retired from my day job, and they're like, really? I says, yeah, well, I have plenty of other jobs. I got my store on the weekend. I got my YouTube channel every day. I got plenty of work to do.
You just need one good call a day.
That's right. Throw in my mother-in-law, and it's I'm a very busy man. Anyway, let's see who else is here.
How's your mother-in-law doing?
Fantastic. She comes home Tuesday, and we went to go visit her. Was a Thursday, and I helped her get up from the bed into the chair so that we could take her to the meeting, and she was able to do it almost completely by herself. I was there to make sure she didn't fall or anything, but she did great. She's mentally, physically, she's getting back to 100% what she was a month ago, which is good, which is exactly what we want. But we now know more of the warning signs to be aware of when it comes to her. I mean, sometimes you don't know it until it happens to you.
Yeah.
But we're much more aware of what's of her needs than we were previously. So hopefully she'll be here with us for a long period of time, and because she entertains me every single day. Do you know what the most common phrase between the two of us is?
No. What?
Are you going to talk about this on your live stream?
No.
She'll do something, and I'll like roll my eyes, and she'll say, "Hey, wait, you're not going to tell everybody about this on your." And I've told you guys a few things, but there's a whole list of things I haven't told you. But
you did talk about getting the garbage all over your face, your shirt, and everything. Come on.
Well, that's
was
me.
Embarrassing.
That was me. That wasn't
saying,
her.
so you can have something funny about her once in a while.
She's so afraid that I'm going to tell everybody her stories, and I say I will when you're gone. I'll tell everybody the story. And one of the funny things I did the part of the eulogy at her husband's funeral. I did it at her mother's funeral. Because I don't have a problem standing in front of people and talking, and I like telling stories. If you guys haven't noticed, I like to tell stories, and so she personally asked me to do those, and I told her, she says, when you're gone, I'm doing it for you too. And every now and then she'll do something, and she says, now don't talk about this on your live stream. I said, you're right. I'm making a note for your eulogy.
Because she can probably haunt you.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a day, I don't know, I probably told you guys this before. There was something happening, and it was during the time when her mother, my wife's grandmother, the one that we lived with for a while to help, who had the dementia, something happened to her, and my mother-in-law had to do something for her that she knew she wouldn't be happy about. And there was all this drama about whether or not she should. And most of the time she would do it, and the grandmother would not realize anything had happened. She was mentally so far out of it. It just didn't, it's like they ended up selling her house to afford putting her in a home at one point. They never wanted to tell her that her house was sold. And the funny part is they sold it to somebody that she despised and hated, but they were somebody who was looking for investment property. And she's like, I can never tell her that I did that. I can never tell. And I told my mother-in-law, I said, listen, she's not going to haunt you. She is not. If she finds out the truth, she's not going to haunt you. And then I would turn to my wife and go, she's going to haunt her ass. I would tell her, no, it's not going to happen. It is definitely happening. Oh, well. My mother-in-law and I both have very sick, twisted senses of humor. We get each other's humor where other people do not. We've literally been in a room with somebody and we'll make a joke and we'll start smiling and the other person will cringe like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." And we're just, the two of us are just laughing our ass off. You know, the more uncomfortable we make you, the better we like it. You know, it's always good to have somebody like that in the family, you know?
Someone who understands your insanity, right, Ro?
That's right. Does she tease you all the time too?
Oh,
Roger?
no, never.
Never?
Nope. That's what I say on the outside.
That's right. My wife's favorite thing to do when we would go to we used to every Sunday go to my parents' house for dinner, and my wife would sit next to me because she knew I was going to say something inappropriate at some point.
She could kick you.
No, she didn't kick me. She would fork me. She would grab her fork and jam it into my leg. Until I told her one day, I says, "Honey, you do realize that's a turn on for me, right? So go ahead, fork me, baby. Fork
That
me."
was it. Never did it again.
Well, she has threatened to, but it's not a standard punish Drew tactic anymore.
Exactly.
Because I told her it was something that made me happy. My mother has a very similar sense of humor as me, not to my extreme, but close. And there was one night at the dinner table, we were all just talking about something, and I threw an insult at my mother, and the whole table was shocked, and my mother just grabbed her cup of iced tea and just threw it in my face. It's like, okay, I deserved it. So the threat of being forked or being thrown iced tea in your face are two common threats that happen to me at almost any family event.
Do your children know that?
Oh yes. My son will often turn to my mother or to my wife and say, "Do you want me to hit him for you? Because I'll do it." Michael is very much, he's much bigger than I am. He's a big boy, and he will gladly pummel me if given permission from his grandmother or his mother. It's happened.
Oh my gosh.
Avery's been with me. He understands what I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
There.
I'm just checking. See. Oh, BB's here. Hey, BB.
Hello, BB.
She joined in at some point. Let me see. Oh, here we go. She says she forgot what night it was. Hey, jeez. I understand completely. There is not a problem there whatsoever. We're just glad to have you. Welcome, BB. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a second channel. It's comics related. It's Misfit Corner Comics. I used to focus solely on the store. It's supposed to be focusing on all the stuff I do for my own publishing company, but it's been long going since that actually got going, and we're working on it. There'll be announcements next year, but we're working on it. Well, we started doing the Nerd Den live stream on that channel last night, and it was fun. But we just sat around and talked about comics and all. And cool. If anybody's interested in that, I know Manuel came and joined, which was great. But if anybody's interested in comics and a couple of nerd guys sitting around talking about comics, check out our channel, Misfit Corner Comics. We will live stream Friday at 8:30. 8:30 to 10. I told him. I said we'll start on time, but we will have to end on time because there's some of us that just can't go past 10. We're just too damn tired.
Did we find that question from Christina? I know she was going to ask something, but maybe I missed it.
Oh, let me look. Well, I started scrolling through rather quickly.
I know I do the same thing.
Let me see. I'm going to go back and look. Christina, I swear we're going to find it. If there's something there, I promise we'll find it.
Tease me with that. It's going to be a Star Trek question.
Oh, that's right. It was a Star Trek thing. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, here we go. What significance is in the year 2026 in Star Trek?
Give me something harder. Come on.
Is that when they developed warp drive?
60th anniversary of Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 60th? and the convention next year, they have a good friend of mine that we went with this year. We're both big Trekkers, and he just sent me there's this captain's or admiral's package. It's like all 3 days, a bunch of stuff. And he said, look, if we start saving now, we could buy this stuff and buy that, buy that admission to the convention. I said, you know what? That might be fun. The last time I saved up for something was a cruise out of Florida for the Star Trek cruise.
Yeah.
And I gave it up to buy 2 PSLs for the Raiders.
Right.
But
So
that might be fun. Yeah, that was an easy one, Christina.
Tomorrow he's going to
The
see
Bears.
The Bears.
Dub Bear. Now, what time are they playing?
Well, it's 1:05,
1:35.
1:35 our time. Yeah, our
Okay.
time. So it's late game for you.
So it's 4 o'clock for us. But the Jags
That's
play the 49ers at 4 o'clock for us. So,
1:25 game.
okay.
See? There's the ticket.
Very nice. Yeah, tomorrow, the early game for us, the 1 o'clock game, is the Titans and the Texans. They're both in our division, and they're both 0-3. So it's a battle of the losers to see who can be the best loser.
Well, the Raiders and the Chiefs are tied right now. They're both 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay. Well, hey, Jags are 2 and 1. So man,
Right.
I'm not knocking it. So,
Yep.
but the 49ers are 3 and 0.
Yeah.
But supposedly they've had a lot of dings and injuries on their line. So
Chicago's 1 and 2 also coming into tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
all right, it's still very early in the season.
Yeah.
I still can't go to the games.
Oh, are you gonna stay home and watch it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I get my cheap drink, turn
a lot
on
cheaper
my
here.
television, and can walk to the bathroom without any problem.
Okay.
You have to climb stairs to get to the bathroom here.
Now, who are you going to the game with?
A good friend of mine. He was he's an IT guy that he used to come to our hospital and did IT, and we became friends. And he's a big Chicago Bears fan. I said, you know what? I'm going to call to see if he'd like. And he said, yeah, he'd love to go. I said, okay, it's gonna cost you lunch. So,
Well, when my parents had season tickets, anybody could have tickets that were up for grab unless my mom picked a game she wanted. Yeah. Right. So the one that I would always go to, there were 2. I would take Romel to go see the Steelers whenever they came, and then my wife had a friend from work. She was a Bills fan, so whenever the Bills came, I would take her, and we had some great times. I mean, sometimes we would win, sometimes they would win, but it was always just fun. We always just went and had a good time, When
she tags in and says she wants to go to a game, no one else is going.
That's right. It's usually got to be a really good game too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, on that note, now that we've
found the question.
No, we devolved into football talk, and we're losing viewers left and right. It was so funny. One of my regulars at my store came in this morning, and he said he turned on the live stream on my comics channel because he follows my comics channel in case I put something up that has to do with the store. And he said, you guys were talking about something, and it was just so boring, he just had to turn it off. And I said, well, then we talked about other stuff. He said, yeah, I tuned it back in later. But I don't know what we were talking about, but he was like, this isn't entertaining at all. It was probably crypto stuff. But that happens. You get a bunch of nerds together, they're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. Right, Avery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've gotten bored and gone to sleep during the live streams.
We try not to. You do realize that that's one of the reasons why Todd calls everybody out at some point. He'll say something. He'll go, Avery, what do you think of that? He's trying to make sure you're still awake. You're still paying attention.
Yeah, but I'll just flat out go to sleep sometimes.
Or you'll answer, I have no comment on this at all.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's something I don't care.
Yeah, if we're talking about modern comics, he's like, nope, not interested.
Yeah, I don't. It's like I don't have an opinion. I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to buy this.
Well, if you like comics or interested in them, join us next Friday at 8:30 Eastern Time on Misfit Corner Comics, just for the heck of it. You know, we might talk about something that's interesting to you, or they'll just pick on me mercilessly, and you can have fun watching that as well. Because that tends to happen, doesn't it, Avery?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, other than the football game, Roger, what else is going on this week for you? Anything good?
That's it.
No? And what time do you live stream?
5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Screwing with Scammers Friday evenings.
Friday evenings. And it's usually, it's very much like this. It's a lot of the same people. And we have just sit around and have a good time talking and
answer questions
and just enjoy each other's company. What better thing to do? There used to be something that we used to do when we were in high school, and out of high schools, we would hang out at the comic shop and we would talk about comics. These live streams are very much like that. It's a community of people coming together with similar interests and just relaxing, having a good time, and every now and then trying to stump Roger with a question about Star Trek.
We used to do that back in the day with our citizens band, the CB club.
Yeah.
And we'd all get together, radios would BS and driving around the whole town trying to find each other, and then end up somewhere and like get pizza or whatever after. And it was just a lot of fun.
We didn't do it a lot, but we did do groups where we'd get together, me, Todd, Avery, Romel, and we would draw. And sometimes we would work on one drawing. Like I would do the layout, Todd would do the pencils, Avery would do more detailed inks, Romel would add something to it. And we used to have a lot of fun with that, but we didn't do it as often as we liked, or as often as we probably should have. But maybe next time I'll pull out some of that art and just show you some of the teenage Avery and Drew art.
Cool.
Try to impress people with our dreams of one day being famous and making lots of money drawing comics, which, by the way, is almost impossible to do nowadays, but that's okay. Unless you create the next Invincible or Walking Dead or something like that. Well, what about you, Mr. Glenn? What you got going on this week?
Well, tomorrow we're headed back to Longmont, Colorado. 7.5 hour drive, and I'm probably gonna get back, watch the last of the Bronco game, and go to bed.
Okay. And do you have any PCH scammers or Mega Million scammers on the hook right now, or?
Not right now, but I did have one call me, one of my regular scammers, and he called me. He wanted to know what I did with the green dot scratchback cards. I said, well, you hadn't called me in about 2 weeks, and I lost your phone number, so I didn't know what to do with these, so I just spent them. And he told me, don't you ever call my number again.
Have you, by any chance, heard back from Ivan?
No, not a bit.
Okay. Well, good. Avery, you got anything going on this week that worth mentioning?
No.
Everything he's working on is super secretive, and he can't share it anyway. So you'd never know if he was working on something good.
I was going to say, that's the sound. Roger makes them crazy.
When they call me about their green dot scratch box cards, I say, oh, well, I gave you the numbers, so I decided I'm going to put it in the shredder so we don't have anybody else uses it.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, they go and complete. No, don't put it in there. So I already did. I didn't want anybody else to get the number. Sorry.
All right. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. Everybody out there in the chat, I hope you have a fantastic week. Everybody be safe, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. Just a reminder, if you get calls like the ones we get, either hang up on them or screw with them like we do. And if you do screw with them, try to record it. That way you can share it with everybody. Remember the golden rule that we all live by. Screw and share. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.